Welcome to our comprehensive guide on conducting behavioral research. In this video, we'll explore the essential steps, methods, and considerations for studying human behavior scientifically. Whether you're a student, professional, or simply curious about how behavioral research works, you'll find valuable insights here. We'll start by defining what behavioral research is, why it matters, and how it helps us understand the complexities of human actions and decision. By the end of this journey, you'll have a clear roadmap for designing and executing your own behavioral studies with confidence. Behavioral research is the scientific study of how people act, think, and feel in various situations. It seeks to uncover patterns, motivations, and influences behind human behavior. Researchers use a variety of methods to observe, measure, and analyze actions, often aiming to predict or change behaviors. This field is crucial in psychology, marketing, education, and many other disciplines. By understanding behavior, we can design better interventions, improve communication, and foster positive change in society. Studying human behavior helps us make sense of the world around us. It allows us to understand why people make certain choices, how habits form, and what factors influence decision-making. This knowledge is valuable for developing effective policies, creating impactful marketing campaigns, and designing educational programs. By examining behavior, we can also identify problems and develop strategies to address them, ultimately leading to healthier, more productive community. Every behavioral research project begins with a question. What do you want to learn about human behavior? Are you interested in how people respond to stress, why they make certain purchases, or how social influences shape actions? Defining a clear research question is the foundation of any successful study. It guides your methods, data collection, and analysis, ensuring your research stays focused and relevant. Once you have your research question, the next step is to formulate a hypothesis. A hypothesis is a testable prediction about what you expect to find. For example, you might hypothesize that people are more likely to help others when they are in a good mood. Hypotheses help structure your study and provide a basis for analyzing your results. They also make your research more objective and focused. Selecting the right research method is crucial for gathering accurate and meaningful data. Behavioral research can use various methods such as experiments, surveys, observations, or interviews. Each method has its strengths and limitations. Experiments allow for control and manipulation of variables, while surveys can reach large groups quickly. Observations provide real-world insights, and interviews offer in-depth understanding. Choose the method that best fits your research question and resources. Experimental research is a common approach in behavioral studies. It involves manipulating one or more variables to observe their effect on behavior. For example, you might change the lighting in a room to see how it affects productivity. Experiments are powerful because they can establish cause and effect relationships. However, they require careful planning to control for confounding factors and ensure valid results. Observational research involves watching and recording behaviors as they occur naturally. This method is useful for studying actions in real-world settings, such as classrooms, workplaces, or public spaces. Observational studies can be structured, with specific behaviors tracked or unstructured, allowing for broader insights. While this approach provides authentic data, it can be challenging to control for outside influences and maintain objectivity. Surveys are a popular method for collecting data on attitudes, beliefs, and self-reported behaviors. They can be administered in person, online, or by phone. Surveys are efficient for reaching large groups and gathering quantitative data. However, responses may be influenced by social desirability or misunderstanding of questions. Designing clear, unbiased questions is key to obtaining reliable results. Interviews provide in-depth insights into individual experiences and perspectives. They can be structured with set questions or unstructured, allowing for open conversation. Interviews are valuable for exploring complex topics and understanding motivations behind behaviors. However, they can be time-consuming and require skilled interviewers to avoid bias and ensure accurate data collection. Ethics are at the heart of behavioral research. Researchers must ensure the well-being, privacy, and rights of participants. This includes obtaining informed consent, protecting confidentiality, and minimizing harm. Ethical guidelines are established by professional organizations and review boards to safeguard participants and maintain the integrity of research. Always prioritize ethics in every stage of your study. Choosing who will participate in your study is a critical step. Sampling involves selecting a group that represents the larger population you want to understand. There are various sampling methods such as random, stratified, or convenience sampling. The goal is to ensure your results are generalizable and not biased by the selection process. Carefully plan your sampling strategy for credible research. Designing your study involves planning how you'll collect and analyze data. This includes choosing variables, setting up procedures, and determining how to measure outcomes. A well-designed study minimizes errors and maximizes the reliability of your findings. Consider potential challenges and plan how to address them before you begin collecting data. Variables are the building blocks of behavioral research. Independent variables are those you manipulate, while dependent variables are what you measure. For example, if you're studying the effect of sleep on memory, sleep is the independent variable and memory performance is the dependent variable. Clearly defining your variables ensures clarity and consistency in your research. Confounding variables are factors that can influence your results without your knowledge. For example, if you're studying the impact of exercise on mood, factors like diet or sleep could also affect mood. Controlling for these variables is essential to ensure your findings are valid. This can be done through careful study design, randomization, or statistical controls. Collecting data accurately is vital for behavioral research. Techniques vary depending on your method. Surveys, observations, experiments, or interviews. Use standardized procedures to ensure consistency. record data systematically, whether on paper, digitally, or through specialized software. Reliable data collection is the foundation of trustworthy research results. Behavioral research can produce both quantitative and qualitative data. Quantitative data is numerical and can be analyzed statistically, such as test scores or survey ratings. Qualitative data is descriptive, like interview transcripts or observation notes, and provides deeper insights into experiences. Both types of data are valuable and often used together for a more complete understanding. Reliability refers to the consistency of your measurements. If you repeat your study or use your measurement tool multiple times, you should get similar results. To ensure reliability, use standardized instruments, train your data collectors, and check your procedures regularly. Reliable research builds trust and credibility in your findings. Validity is about whether your research measures what it's supposed to measure. For example, if you want to study stress, your tools and questions should accurately capture stress levels, not something else. Validity can be improved by using established measures, piloting your study, and seeking expert feedback. High validity means your conclusions are meaningful and accurate. Before launching your main study, it's wise to conduct a pilot test. This is a small-scale version of your research that helps you identify potential problems, refine your procedures, and ensure your tools work as intended. Pilot testing saves time and resources by catching issues early, leading to smoother and more effective data collection. Informed consent is a fundamental ethical requirement. Participants must understand what the study involves, any risks or benefits, and their right to withdraw at any time. Provide clear information and answer any questions before they agree to participate. Documenting consent protects both participants and researchers, ensuring transparency and trust. After collecting your data, it's important to enter and manage it carefully. Use reliable software or databases to store information securely. Double-check entries for accuracy and organize your data for easy analysis. Good data management prevents errors and ensures your research process is smooth from start to finish. Statistical analysis helps you make sense of your data. Basic techniques include calculating averages, comparing groups, and identifying patterns. More advanced methods can test relationships between variables or predict outcomes. Choose the right analysis based on your research question and data type. Proper analysis turns raw data into meaningful results. Interpreting your results involves looking beyond the numbers to understand what they mean. Are your findings consistent with your hypothesis? Do they reveal new insights or raise further questions? Interpretation requires critical thinking and an open mind. Be honest about limitations and consider alternative explanations for your results. Sharing your findings is a key part of the research process. Write clear, concise reports that explain your methods, results, and conclusions. Use visuals like charts or graphs to make data easier to understand. Good reporting helps others learn from your work and apply your insights in real-world settings. Before research is published, it often goes through peer review. Other experts evaluate your study for quality, accuracy, and significance. Peer review helps maintain high standards and ensures that only reliable research is shared with the public. Be open to feedback and use it to strengthen your work. Publishing your research allows others to learn from your findings and build on your work. Choose reputable journals or conferences that match your topic. Follow their guidelines for submission and formatting. Publishing not only advances knowledge but also establishes your credibility as a researcher. The ultimate goal of behavioral research is to apply findings to real-world problems. This could mean designing better products, improving education, or shaping public policy. Translate your results into practical recommendations and share them with stakeholders who can make a difference. No research is perfect. Behavioral studies often face limitations such as small sample sizes, measurement errors, or uncontrolled variables. Acknowledge these limitations in your reports and consider how they might affect your conclusions. Being transparent about challenges builds trust and encourages further investigation. Replication is the process of repeating a study to see if the results hold up. Replicating research strengthens confidence in findings and helps identify results that are robust versus those that may be due to chance. Encourage others to replicate your work and consider replicating studies yourself to contribute to scientific knowledge. Behavioral research can be longitudinal, following participants over time, or cross-sectional, capturing a snapshot at one point. Longitudinal studies reveal changes and trends, while cross-sectional studies are quicker and easier. Choose the approach that best fits your research goals and resources. Mixed methods research combines quantitative and qualitative approaches for a richer understanding of behavior. For example, you might use surveys to gather broad data and interviews to explore specific experiences. This approach leverages the strengths of both methods and provides a more comprehensive view of your research topic. Technology has transformed behavioral research. Online surveys, mobile apps, and data analysis software make it easier to collect and process information. Digital tools can also help reach wider audiences and automate repetitive tasks. Embrace technology to enhance the efficiency and reach of your research. Studying behavior across different cultures provides valuable insights into universal and unique patterns. Cross-cultural research requires sensitivity to cultural differences and careful adaptation of methods. It helps avoid bias and ensures findings are relevant to diverse populations. Organizations use behavioral research to improve employee satisfaction, productivity, and teamwork. Studies might examine leadership styles, motivation, or communication patterns. Applying research findings can lead to better management practices and a healthier workplace culture. Marketers use behavioral research to understand consumer preferences and decision-making. By studying how people respond to advertising, pricing, and product design, companies can tailor their strategies for better results. Behavioral insights drive more effective marketing campaigns and customer engagement. Educators rely on behavioral research to develop effective teaching methods and learning environments. Studies might focus on motivation, classroom management, or learning styles. Applying research findings helps create supportive, engaging, and successful educational experiences for students. Health professionals use behavioral research to promote healthy habits and prevent disease. Studies may examine factors influencing exercise, diet, or medication adherence. Insights from research guide public health campaigns and interventions that improve well-being. Behavioral economics combines psychology and economics to understand how people make financial decisions. It explores why people sometimes act irrationally and how biases affect choices. This field has practical applications in policy, business, and personal finance. Modern technology offers new ways to study behavior, from wearable devices tracking activity to social media analysis. These tools provide real-time, large-scale data that can reveal patterns and trends. Embracing technology expands the possibilities for innovative behavioral research. Behavioral research faces challenges like participant bias, ethical dilemmas, and rapidly changing social trends. Staying updated with best practices and being flexible in your approach helps overcome these obstacles. Continuous learning and adaptation are key to successful research. Future of behavioral research is bright, with advances in technology, data analysis, and interdisciplinary collaboration. Researchers are exploring new frontiers, from artificial intelligence to global health. Staying curious and open to innovation will drive the field forward and unlock deeper understanding of human behavior. If you're new to behavioral research, start by learning the basics and seeking guidance from experienced mentors. Practice designing small studies, analyzing data, and interpreting results. Stay organized, be patient, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Every researcher starts somewhere, and persistence leads to growth. There are many resources available to support your research journey. Books, online courses, academic journals, and professional organizations offer valuable information and networking opportunities. Take advantage of these tools to deepen your knowledge and connect with the research community. Conducting behavioral research is a rewarding process that helps us understand and improve the world around us. By following ethical guidelines, using sound methods, and staying curious, you can contribute valuable insights to the field. Remember, every study adds to our collective knowledge and has the potential to make a real difference. Thank you for joining us on this journey into behavioral research.